Are you playing violent video games again?
Dad, no, it's just Minecraft, I swear!
Dude, this is why we have this. This is why we have this.
Dad, no! This is the 5th time this week!
Hello, everybody. How's it going, everyone? It's been a while, but just like the Lord that tells me that fapping is not a sin, I have returned. Welcome back to the Nobody Cares program, where I take stories from weeks ago and I complain about them. It's highly entertaining content. I highly suggest you subscribe.
Val, you slippery warm noodle. You can't possibly ignore the biggest comeback ever.
Do you mean the Elder Scrolls 6 that's in pre-production?
No.
The Patriots Falcons Super Bowl? You look at the Patriots Falcons Super Bowl?
No.
Then what? Wilson is no longer permitted to speak of his vague inquiries. You'll get your privileges back when you can alliterate more. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to cover today. None of it is vital to the survival of mankind, but dear God, it's fun. So, mach schnell! Did you get that? That's me showing off my German blood. Not Nazis' blood, mind you. So Endgame, Avengers, a highly awaited story is finally out, and many people have either said it is epic, whereas others this is beyond aggravating and exceedingly preposterous. For one, nobody cares. If you look at people who were very hyped over this movie, was their focus, oh, is there enough LGBT representation in the movie, instead of how will the Avengers defeat freaking Thanos? No! And this is not the first time this mediocre critique has been brought up. For some intellectuals like myself, we got Apex Legends, another game that isn't finished, has loot boxes, and is Battle Royale. What a wonderful future we live in. That game also got slammed for only having 2 black characters. It is harebrained that you think that if there's only a couple of LGBT representation in the piece of media is awful and automatically discredits that said piece of media. The thing with Apex is that there's so many other characters that it's so diverse. It's diverse in so many other ways other than being black. And Endgame, to put it bluntly, nobody cares. It's a great movie that is breaking box offices and families, causing many fans to belly flop off the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a movie cared about for the content of the story, not if there's enough LGBT representation. I'm kind of going to go into a side sort of topic here. This isn't even my script. I'm just going to kind of like rant about this. The OK symbol is apparently a hate crime now. This is not what I signed up for. It's kind of preposterous to think that it is, because a lot of people are just like, but white supremacists use it. You know what else white supremacists use? Thumbs up, you did a great job. Oh, call me. I kind of used that from Chris Reagan's thing, so I'm going to come up with one of my own examples. Oh, bro, peace out. Just saying just because somebody uses a symbol doesn't automatically make it a hate symbol. Hitler, I bet you used the bathroom. Doesn't mean using the bathroom is racist. And like the whole thing where like the guy says like it's gonna blow over soon. Yeah, so the Holocaust just blew over. Alright, so next cancer cell. Hold tight, there's a lot of them. This isn't really a story, than more of like a broad topic. However, I'm sure you, my children, have seen the abomination known as TikToks. Here are my thoughts on the matter. TikTok is big gay. That's the story. That's the video. But no, seriously. It surprises me more than when General Shepard shot me and my best friend. You'll be missed. It surprises me that a company who made this app has even made itself relevant for milliseconds. I expected it to die out just like that Bully Hunters thing. It died off in like 48 hours. They're such nerds. However, it did make it through the inner hell of the internet and is now nearly at the top of the teenage world, it seems. This platform is actually, and I'm willing to open the comment section to this, but TikTok is a worse platform than YouTube. I said it. Yep, I see it. Shoot me in the comments. I will win. You people are lesbians. shoot at me in the comments and I will win because of these explicit reasons. Number one, TikTok has been a known spot for pedophiles to use, as the main profiling of audience members and creators are females of all ages. If you have paid attention to my content in the past, then you know I do videos reacting to TikToks. I did that once, okay? It was not a bright time. I was desperate for views, as I still am. Well, that man is indeed a pedophile. Wow, shocker. Sex molesters and pedophiles are very active on that platform. It also got a hit with the record of most data collected on children. I wonder why. Holy crap, what a plot twist. This platform is also trying very hard to advertise. I get ads for this crap every day, and it pisses me off. Their videos aren't funny. They're not entertaining in any shape or form. Please stop. You're giving people headaches. No one with an IQ above a 70 would watch your crap. Also, it seems TikTok is trying very hard to be Vine, and it's very apparent in my mind. However, I digress because I have not been in this form of hell. I will be going there, however, so that's what I have to look forward to. Alright, so let's get into the next part. Let's just jump into it. I know that meme's old, but, like, you know what? Half of my memes are old, so shut up.
Oh, fuck yeah, this is the shit. Kill me now.
So, video games are violent again. At first, I was going to do, like, a whole video on this. Then I realized, man, this isn't enough to write a video about. So I just inserted it into something like this. You see, I've been getting invested in Dr. Phil for a while. You know, like a middle-aged mother who has 15 kids to feed. For those of you who are not blessed with the knowledge or the concept of Dr. Phil's show, let me bring you up to speed like a Boeing 737 MAX. I'm still going to hell. Dr. Phil brings people who seem mentally insane. Kind of a miracle how I'm not on that show yet. He brings them on and tells them their backstory like George Lucas and then interviews them, which is the majority of the humor and the content that he produces. Then he asks them if you are mentally retarded or something. But wait, Val, I hear you shout from the mountaintop where your savior was ruthlessly murdered. What does this have to do with video games? I thought there was somebody downstairs asking for my name. Allow me to introduce to you the most spoiled teenager since Lil Tay, and that in and of itself is an accomplishment. This boy is a kid who yells peasant at his mom and bites people to get what he wants, and his mother just rolls over. Hey, if I ever said, like, I don't like the weather outside, it would have gotten me 7 years in the basement. However, not all parents are like that. Then again, they shouldn't let their child, the child of yours, who calls you peasant. At this point, everyone who's watching has clicked off because they see no video games in the sight of their undeveloped eyes. Be patient, children. Daddy's getting into the meat in a minute. Just gotta freshen it up a bit. If I'm going to be completely honest, these things are completely old news. People have been covering them for weeks on end, and I've been late to the party. What else? That's why it's called old news now, not news now. Now, when this kid went on to Dr. Phil, Dr. Phil immediately says that it's the game that are causing this behavior. Excuse me? I'm going to ask you something, Phil. Come close, come close. Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? The mother is clearly not doing a good job. If you look earlier in the video, you ask the mom what she does if the kid orders her to do something. And what does she do?
You have a 12-year-old child yelling, "Get in here, peasant. Bring me this," and what do you do?
I do it.
She says do it. If she says that, you mongoloid, why would you immediately say that it's video games? The battle and argument for are video games bad has been raging long before I was even on this earth, like 80s to today. It's a perpetual cycle that is stupid and unconvincing. And literally everybody's talking about it. Chris Raygun, who I may, Chris, please love me. He composed the video in early 2018. That's around the time I started making videos too. I use Video Shop on my phone. I suffer from a mental illness. Trump talked about it. Kids who have talked about it. Democrats, wait, I don't need to specify that they talked about it because they literally don't shut up at all.
Go on, thought!
Like that time Trump talked to those kids in a circle. Don't get me wrong, as a student, I would be scared out of my pants if a guy with a 9mm decided he would get some target practice. However, games are not the reason. And here's my CER formatted response. CER is a paragraph format that is forced to be penetrated into our frontal lobes when we are very young. You wonder why I'm so mentally insane. So here is content. People like playing these games not for the sake of killing. They like it for the majority of other reasons. Roleplay games and first-person shooter games are two of the many game genres. Many people automatically make the assumption that, oh, it's the violence in it. Oh, well, these youngsters shouldn't be playing it. No. It's playing. I like playing roleplay games because, like, take Skyrim for example. I play it for the fun of the interaction with the other characters, and I play it for the fun of the story. I do not like it because I like jacking off to a bunch of dead things. No, that would be weird. I would be arrested like that person who accidentally had sex with a dog. It wasn't accidental. She actually likes it. It's weird.
Jesus? Yeah, Jesus. I found a sinner.
There is almost zero correlation between mass shootings and gamers. Many people take the Columbine shooting, while they were gamers. Yes, I do acknowledge that. Whoa, I'm actually acknowledging the other point of view. Oh my god, holy cow. However, none of the other people who have committed mass shootings play many video games. They didn't even like them. Plus, the people who did like them and shot up a school probably had a mental illness. And, as you've guessed it, bad parents. Wow, it's almost like I'm trying to highlight a theme here. Number 3, please be a good parent. If the game is rated M, then no, offspring. You can't play this. If you're so dumb of a parent that let your 4-year-old kid play Call of Duty Black Ops, then your parenting is flawed. I'm sorry, but it is. So that's it. All my teachers were probably staring at me with their jaws on the ground asking, how did I do that? Well, it's simple. I did it on a subject that interests me and is actually relevant, not if rectangles can be squares and the other way around. Alright, one final point that I like to bring up, and Chris Ray-Gun will be brought up to this too.
These are a sacred cow because people are desperate to justify the last 8,000 hours of their lives that they wasted on them.
You actually have the stones to say that these hours of my life were wasted. Dear God, Mom, get the calculator charger. There are lesbians afoot. I love and value these times that I spent. I consider them to be an important role in my future days, if they ever got fixed. I grew up with my brother playing the Game Boy and once stayed up on New Year's Day at 3 in the morning to play Zelda with him. I played Star Wars with my aunt with Down syndrome. Even my babysitter, who didn't even like Star Wars or Lego Star Wars, but she played it with me because she knew it's something that would interest me as a young kid. I played Wii Boxing with my sister and see who could beat who. I played strategy games of Ruse to build my strategic intellect. I play these not only because they are fun, but because I spend time with my family and loved ones. So, Matt Walsh, even though you have been already put through the beating of being in a Chris Ray-Gun episode, take comfort that you have offended the lifestyle of millions of people in a world to date, and also probably will not reproduce. Now back to your normal content. My next topic, story, cancer cell, I've lost track, is what I'm finally realizing what Wilson wanted me to talk about. Okay, bro, you can have your speaking privileges back. I just realized I never tied them up, I don't have any ties to take off.
Val, you shitty man. Are you going to talk about the war thing?
What do you mean, you malleable piece of plastic? I could break your arms off right now.
Oh, good lord. PewDiePie.
Oh, well, that does remind me. Let's go over and see what's going on. Oh, we lost.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg, and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost.
That's a huge bitch.
The comrades I've lost won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm gonna make them give back our past.
Okay, in all seriousness, I wanted to make a Mentally Cured Monday episode to capture my genuine thoughts, so we will see you then. Link down below if you want to exterminate everyone who likes K-pop. Also, please subscribe. Please, I'm desperate. Wow, I think I finally understand why Watch Mojo says subscribe.
Alright, you ready to go?
I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't know what you're doing?
Gonna do.
I'm just gonna stand here. I'm gonna walk in on you, playing a violent video game.
What do you? You're the one who cues it. 'Cause I'm supposed to be oblivious.
Yo, weeb. Are you ready to go? Alright, fine. I'll set up. Alright. I'm gonna start on the.